Oh yeah. I won't go. Only joking. I'll do it. Special delivery.
I might have something for you. Reminds me of my army days. Time to teach him a lesson.
I'm waiting for your orders, sir.
Cogs und Lightning und Steam. I can build it.
Helsing'e, finally.
Sorry? Have we met?
No, but I was expecting you. I need your help. In my arrogance, I opened up the gate of Perrin, and I couldn't bind the frost spirits that came pouring out. They are swarming everywhere.
Please tell me you had an emergency plan.
I have a very powerful moonstone. Take it to the gate. Touch it to the stone. It will close the doorway. But the spirits are everywhere. They will kill you.
It's never easy, is it?
Do I really have to be the voice of reason? It's so boring. But a magical gate that opens into the winter itself must be one of those powerful seals. If we close it, we break it.
We can't have monsters swarming all over the place. We deal with the frost spirits first. Then we see what we can do about the gate.
Have you made up your mind? What shall we do with the gate?
We don't even know yet what could happen if we break the seals. What could be worse? The unknown forces unleashed? Or the swarming frost spirits?
You're not expecting me to choose for you, right? Flip a coin.
We can't let those creatures invade the forest. Eventually they'd reach the city. I'm closing the gate.
It looks like a door, but it's not an ink gate, and the runes are from the ancient past of Borgovia.
This land once belonged to Koshai the Deathless. This could be one of his magical gates to terrible places.
I only recognize two symbols. One means star, the other means gate.
Which makes no sense. You clearly must be wrong.
Look at that! It must be that famous spirit walker relic. Sadly, it wouldn't go well with my attire, but it's incredibly powerful. We should keep it.
This is my bridge! No trespassing, little mortal!
sorry to interrupt, but I'm a ghost, as you can see. Can I pass?
Huh? You shall not pass.
Did you see that?
That's what they call monster hunting these days?
Remember the old hunters? My word, they were good.
These young ones, they're just dancing around.
Just give him his reward and let's get back to sleep.
Where is it? I can hear him roaring, but I don't see the beast.
That's the definition of the Yeti. Don't expect more.
Hold it right there, stranger. You can't pass. This is sacred land.
Actually, I have quite a lot to do here. I came to deal with the curse that the Spirit Walkers brought down upon a village. I want you to break the curse.
I know that village well. A hive of murderers and brigands who stole from our ancestors. The curse stays until we get our stolen relic back.
Then it's a good thing that I found your relic among the possessions of a monster.
Give it to me then, Hunter, and we can lift the curse from that forsaken village.
This relic is far too valuable, and I want to keep hold of it.
How dare you? We will take it from you by force.
Van Helsing, I've rarely felt anything so powerful. It must be one of those magical seals.
Still, we can't let those miserable ghosts suffer anymore. The totem must be destroyed.
Hello?
Wait, you're not trying to eat me.
What? No, silly.
You my costumer. How do we raid if you in my tummy?
Customer. Raid?
Oh, this one dumb. I'm gonna get all his money.
I think he wants to trade.
Deathless rule this land, and he will return.
Someone doesn't want us to enjoy the view from above.
The harder they try to keep me away, the more determined I'll become.
I won't go. Only joking. I'll do it.
Turn back, little mortal. You don't belong to this place.
When they told us that the mountain is a forbidden place, I didn't think that everyone would take it so seriously.
I am the mountain. I am the voice of the rocks. I'm guarding this place.
I need to get to the top of the mountain. Tell me, is there a way around the wall of ice?
No, but if my splinter brothers agree, I can open up the way for you.
Splinter Brothers?
I think he means the other stoneheads around here.
Yes, if they find you worthy, you can pass. Be smart or be strong. These are the only rules. And I won't let you...
Yes, we know. You have a question. How original is that?
Tell me then, what is it? It goes up and up, but it never grows.
A mountain?
Yes, that's correct. Before you can pass, answer my question. Tell me, what is taller than trees?
The mountain.
Good answer, little mortal. I like you. You can pass. Wait! I am the guardian of the mountain, the god splinter that speaks.
Yes, just ask the question already.
Tell me, what sort of stones do you find in a river?
Wet stones.
Are you making fun of me? Now you die! Wait, no, I was wrong. Yes, there are wet stones in a river. Oh, I'm so sorry. You want to pass, but I have a clever question first. Listen.
Do we have to do this? Really?
What has roots that you can't see?
That would be a mountain.
You are clever. Sad I am that I can't kill you.
No one can pass.
And what are you going to do without arms? Jump at me?
It's just a scratch.
I've had enough of this.
So you're running away. I see.
Surprise! It's a surprise! Jingle bells, jingle all the
Let's pretend that we saw nothing, right?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Big head sitting. I know. I'm the cleverest head. Answer my question now. Which is the strongest? Fire, water, stone, or wind?
Stone. Because it's the hardest.
Good answer, little flesh thing. You can go now.
You earned the right to pass through. Are you proud?
No, I'm angry! Just because you are the magical embodiment of a colossal landform, it doesn't give you the right to play silly games with anyone.
We will leave now. Thank you.
All the answers were correct. You understand us creatures of the stone. Your gift will be the true essence of rock itself.
What is it? Another piece of rock?
No. It is the rock. Capital T, capital R. Power, muscle, strength, and charisma crystallized.
Turn back, traveler. It is a forbidden place, and I cannot let you enter.
You were wrong. I passed the trials of the Stone Guardians. I do what I please.
What guardians? Those stupid slabs of rocks? Who cares what they said? I am the only true guardian here.
Remember what I said earlier about overprotective locals?
You cannot pass without a fight.
I need a proper laboratory. I really do.
What a nice surprise. What brings you here, Hunter?
You know, it's just silly. I was up in the mountains and I found a swamp lily, and it occurred to me that you used to brew potions of these, so...
He found it, but of course, much rather paid a fortune for this ugly weed.
You are such a charming man, Van Helsing, but I can't let you leave empty-handed. Here, take this. A medallion crafted by me personally. It's not too strong at the moment, but the more magic you use around it, the stronger it will become.
Thank you. I'm really grateful. See, Katerina? Good deeds and nice manners always pay off. You should try it someday.
might have something for you.
I miss the old Borgova, the mist, the terror, the castles.
It's a great honor to help the Resistance.
Cogs und Lightning und Steam. I can build it.
Van Helsing, so the winds have brought you here.
How do you know my name?
Don't be humble. It doesn't suit you.
Perrin knows your name, and so do we. You came here to set Perrin free and use his power for yourself. We cannot allow that, because that would unleash a terrible power. But we know about your goal, and we want to help. We could tap the power of the shackled storm for you.
Foolishness. You will need the full wrath of Perun against the Four Stones. You can't let these gibbering wardens distract you from your goal.
Hey, you are not supposed to be here. Protection charms, forbidden plateau, remember?
You have destroyed those charms, and anyone can enter now. Even creatures like this. Don't listen to him. He feels wrong. Listen to me. We could really tap the power of Perrin for you. And that's our last offer.
Was this a thinly disguised threat, little warden? That's very ill-advised.
Indeed it is. You want to fight? You'll get it. A storm is approaching the city. It will destroy the Four Stones. and give us a second chance. But this is an unnatural tempest, born in the Forbidden Mountains, where a sinister presence tainted the forest a long, long time ago. A mythical figure they call the Deathless. The more I discover about this land, the more secrets keep cropping up. I'm afraid that I have unleashed a terrible power, and now I'm going to let it blast through this tormented city. Hopefully it was worth it.
This humble prisoner is most satisfied with you, Hunter. Perun's rage has been unleashed.
Yes, and I'm having serious doubts about the whole enterprise. But it's too late for that now. So we should focus on the Four Stones. Are they falling?
They will, when the raging storm engulfs the Forsaken City. The winds are howling, and lightning rips bleeding wounds in the sky. Your friend warns you to stay indoors for a while.
Really? Back to the damp cellars again?
There might be a task for you underground. While you were gone, I spent my time hunting for Fulmigati's secret laboratories, and I found the gate leading to one of the sealed territories in the ink. The fabled crystal workshop, where the professor experimented with something uncanny. Your weak friend here didn't dare to enter, but you should.
A secret laboratory in the ink? That sounds promising.
Oh yes. What could go wrong, I wonder?
General Harker is sending a good old-fashioned army against us through the tunnels. He is a stubborn fellow. I'll give him that.
This is getting annoying. I'll deal with them.
Ah, look who is here! A little birdie told me that you found some moonstones in the wilderness.
Does this birdie have a creepy mask on his face?
Actually, yes. It was Prisoner 7.
See, Van Helsing? Your friend is always listening, always watching, always interfering. It's suspicious.
Katerina, please. Knowledge and secrets are his trade. He told us this much the first time. Yes, we found the moonstones. Why?
These moonstones are the crystallized tears of the mythical entity called Koshai the Deathless. Shattered, of course, but I could make them whole again. Yes, yes! Only if you want it, of course.
Of course I want it. Do it, please.
I'm waiting for your orders, sir.
This reminds me of my army days.
I was afraid you'd got lost in the dark caverns.
A dark cavern feels like a second home to me.
runs in the ink. A gate has opened around here.
Well, Van Helsing, did you defeat Harker's troops in the tunnels?
Of course I have.
Congratulations! This victory will do wonders for the morale.
I'm ready, Hunter. Give me orders.
Time to teach him a lesson.
Why would they need a laboratory in the ink?
Maybe they were experimenting with opening doors to other worlds.
That's a recipe for disaster. How many lab accidents do mad scientists need to recognize that?
Until a lone hero comes to clean up their mess. I don't expect them to change.
What are these? I've never seen anything like them before. And I'm from Borgovia.
I don't know. They were dangerously territorial.
I think they were dangerously cute. Soldiers around here.
Maybe the creatures ate their guardians.
That's so adorable.
This one was tough.
And cute. In a bloodthirsty, vicious way.
Look at those books, bursting with knowledge.
That explains the oversized brains swarming all over the place. Look at these books. Most of them are about the Chimera. See that one? How to feed your Chimera. Could you sum it up for me?
I'll give you a quick summary.
Just read it already.
The Chimera's body is raw ink material. And you can't feed a creature of pure magic with ordinary food. They live on magical essences that they smell from miles apart.
We should find someone who sells essence on wholesale price. So, what should be next? The origins of the Chimera? I love origin stories.
Let's see. The Chimera is a creature made of the material of the ink itself. Clever, swift, and strong. Originally created by Koshai the Deathless as bodyguard and hunter in the ink. The ink slowly distorts them, though, so the older specimen are true beasts.
So it's a hunting doggy with some character flaws?
I wouldn't call them that. What if they're offended? I think it's safe to say that this laboratory is a breeding ground for these creatures.
Great. Anything but gates to other worlds.
Careful what you wish for.
I smell powerful magic around here. Wait! This chest must be the source of the magic. It could be filled with essence.
Glad to hear that. We always need more of that.
Wait! We have just learned that the Chimera eats raw essence. What if they all smell it?
Then we'll take care of them. I won't leave anything like this. You're not the only one who can sniff out magic.
Can I buy some candy too? This green lantern makes me nervous. It looks like something out of this world.
And the monsters seem to feed on it. It's a rare artifact. We'll take it to our scientists.
This library is definitely a treasure trove of knowledge if you are interested in the Chimera. See that one? How to train your Chimera.
I suppose it's not a tale of friendship and adventure between an imprisoned Chimera and a young boy.
The shelf for adventure stories must be in the other corner.
Let's see. I found something interesting. The Chimera is a creature of magic. Therefore, its body can be influenced by arcane means. Put magic candles in the summoning ring to modify its abilities.
And what would be those new abilities?
That's quite a long list. Greater strength, faster movement, thicker hide, bigger resistance to magic, advanced fighting skills.
That's it! I want my own Chimera! Now! A stack of notes. This must be the draft of a new volume.
Let's see. In order to turn the Chimera into a loyal guardian, the prospective master must defeat it in a special circle of combat. If he or she fails, the creature is set free.
I don't care about the failed attempts. Please go on.
If anyone enters a circle of combat, the spell recognizes the contestant and summons a new Chimera.
We must find this circle of combat immediately. I want a Chimera. I will call it Fluffy.
I'd like to share this Chopin piano concerto to my mother and all the fans out there. This is a service announcement. No one is allowed to use this frequency for personal messages.
Would you just look at it? Another game of revolving statues.
I can't do that.
My chimera!
Nothing. It simply disappeared before I could finish the fight.
We must find it. Fluffy! Where are you?
This one is very satisfied with your investigation, Van Helsing. You are the first man in a very long time who found himself a Chimera Guardian.
Sadly, he didn't. We failed. I lost my Fluffy. Here I am, without a pony or a dog.
You didn't lose the Chimera. It came immediately here to guard its master's home. You will find it in the study.
Great. Let's see how it goes when the beast doesn't try to eat me.
Fluffy? I can call it Fluffy, right?
Everything seems to be fine.
Time to teach him a lesson.
Well, well, Hunter, I have something special for you. A candle.
Really? I know things are bleak in Borgova, but a candle?
It's not an ordinary candle, my lady. It belonged to a witch. In the old times when we had an inquisition, she was burned because she served the Lady of Dusk.
And who is this Lady of Dusk?
Oh, I don't know. There used to be so many dark mistresses around here, and none of them were very imaginative with their names. But the candle can command some mythical beasts. It's worth at least 2,000 gold.
Well, now you have my interest.
I have some new designs in the works, but they're not ready.
What if we put a valve into the generator?
So many things to learn, so little time.
Great! You are back. The storm has passed and your masked friend told us that the lightning strikes had destroyed Harker's force domes. That's the perfect opportunity to launch the offensive and take back the foundry through the Viaduct Junction.
Prepare 2 squadrons, Commander. We will use the ink gates to ambush the enemy.
Harker must have used some sort of distortion device in the ink. We can't enter the gates. You have to advance through the underground tunnels.
This man, why can't he make it easy for us? Just once.
And it gets worse. Our spies report that there are certain creatures of interest in the army that occupies Viaduct Junction. 3 of them, actually.
And who would they be?
One of them is Captain Blood, charged with heinous war crimes. The second is a serial killer, the Gas Mask Man, who is hiding among the soldiers. The third is an experimental military automaton. This alpha prototype emits poisonous radiation. You must deal with them.
So, our soldiers tried to move into the junction, but they met ferocious resistance everywhere. But there is an enemy outpost nearby where we could possibly break through.
Thank you, Captain. Do you have anything else to report?
Yes, sir. We seized one of their great cannons, although we are low on munitions. Anyway, now we can return their fire. Just tell our boys where to shoot.
Prisoner 7, do you have any news from Harker's lines?
Of course. Your enemies have a field artillery nearby that covers this whole area. They also brought in a railway gun on the tracks that lead to the launch tower. It would be most desirable to destroy all of them.
I'll take care of them. Anything else?
Yes. Harker's captains are planning to take back the Ornithopter launch tower.
So you're telling me that we should be at 2 places at once? Isn't this just great? It's a good thing that we have our own soldiers.
Sir, we have secured the launch tower. We are awaiting your commands.
Stay here and defend the launch tower. We can't let the enemy occupy this place.
and kill him. The launch tower is under attack. Help our soldiers defend their position. The Alpha prototype. You must destroy it.
These automations are becoming increasingly evolved.
One day they will rise against us. Just mark my words.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
To teach him a lesson.
Passengers, please expect delays on the main lines until further notice.
The gas mask man should be near Van Helsing. When you find him, you must kill him.
My companion? Who knows? Maybe she is.
Look at that. The last remaining bridge of Borgovia is gone.
I'm surprised that they had at least a few bridges left.
I wanted to ask him why he chose this name.
Personally, I just don't want to know.
This accursed war hurts our business badly.
The most important thing is to hide the loot. Tell me that everything goes according to the plan.
Of course. We packed the barrels with the stash and moved everything into the cellar. There's only one barrel left outside.
Did you hear that? Somebody found the barrel. How dare they rob us?
Don't move, you idiot. What if they were soldiers?
Join us immediately in the lair. We have to take back the tunnels.
See that they decided to play safe. Arca must have learned from Fulmigati's example.
The number of doomsday automatons you have to face indicates your success as a hunter. I'm so proud of you.
We're done here. Following your reasoning, the next time they'll send twice as many doomsday devices.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Don't take it personally, Captain, but I expected a larger force.
My squadron arrived here first, sir. The main forces are on their way, but they are going to need some more time. We don't expect any troubles. Van Helsing'e is here.
Great, Captain. I'll lead the way. You will secure the places we've already cleared out.
Bah! Van Helsing'e is here! Don't even mention the ghost girl. She is nothing but a beautiful sidekick. You're trusting me with your money?
Van Helsing'e, I need you to find me a rare occult textbook in the foundry. There is a hidden workshop in the foundry where they keep the manual of practical ruins to create enchanted molds.
Look at those colossal machine parts.
They must be related to that mysterious project that Harker wanted to manufacture in this
Your
foundry.
chimera has been injured while hunting.
Was it
It will be
worth all this
unavailable for 10
sacrifice?
minutes.
General Harker won't give up easily. His special forces found a new route through the tunnel system. This time, they chose to approach the lair through the oldest and most dangerous vaults, where no one dares to enter.
I will show them why they should not enter those vaults.
I miss the old Borgova, the mist, the terror, the castles.
This reminds me of my army days.
A sizable enemy force has launched a counterattack. We need you to engage them.
Look at that kettle. It's steaming hot. Time to defrost my goldfish.
That's a good idea. Let's see what happens.
A good turn deserves another. I grant you one wish.
Wait, it should be 3.
Ugh, no, not again. How I hate these misconceptions. Miserable storytellers always exaggerating. One wish, that's all. Deal with it.
We could still do wonders with one wish. How about everlasting peace in...
I want a diamond earring.
That's all? I was really afraid you'd ask for a pony. Here you are, and goodbye.
A sizable enemy force has launched a counterattack. We need you to engage them.
Take a look at these blueprints. They might give us some insights into Harker's mysterious project.
Hardly. I have no idea what these could be. Maybe blueprints for a gigantic machine. Or several machines.
I'll take these back to the lair. It's swarming with creepy scientists anyway.
That was quick. You're much faster when you don't go shopping. Did you find out anything?
Our scientists were baffled. These are blueprints for a strange breed of a flamethrower and an energy cell, or something like this. They lost me pretty quick.
A weapon. Great. The question is, have they built it yet?
Would you look at these cogs? They are incredible!
So this is why Harker needed the foundry that bad. A machine like this would have been impossible to manufacture anywhere else.
This door is slightly open. I think you really want to see what's inside.
General Van Helsing, I am Princess Sophia. My father served your father in the war against the vampire lords. Now we need your help against the evil Harker. I have placed a rare artifact in my mechanical butler, Arthur. Help us. You are our only hope.
A sizable enemy force has launched a counterattack. We need you to engage them.
Colossal machine parts again. And these are just the scraps they left here. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Considering the traditional Borgovian approach to engineering, I'd say they were building a bigger doomsday device.
And we both know why Harker would want a weapon like that.
Your Chimera has recovered from its injuries and is ready to hunt.
Hey, that's not a symbol of our resistance. Who painted that? Silly soldiers.
I might have something for you.
The Manual of Practical Ruins. I'm much obliged. I hope it wasn't too hard to find.
Ghosts have a different interpretation of the meaning hard.
It wasn't as difficult as trying to save an entire country. He won't be back.
What are you doing here, soldier? Leave that one-man army business to the professionals.
I wouldn't dream of it, my lady. I am a survivor, not a hero. I lost my comrades in the hall behind this door. Parker has strong forces down there. I was lucky to get out alive.
No, we're lucky to have you, soldier. Join one of the resistance groups, and let me deal with Harker's boys.
A sizable enemy force has launched a counterattack. We need you to engage them.
something. The lair is under heavy attack. Your people need you there.
What? Did Harker breach the lair?
Not yet, but he must be close. This time he sent a whole army to the tunnels. And something is wrong. Worse than usual. The ground is trembling. The walls are close to caving in. People are panicking.
That must be Harker's mysterious doomsday device.
Your friend needs some time to find out the truth. Return to the lair and wait for me there.
In the ink. A gate has opened around here.
Due to the energy consumption of this device, no more general announcements are allowed.
Tell me, Van Helsing, have you dealt with Harker's troops in the ancient tunnels?
There won't be a problem anymore.
Good. That part of the maze is secured, then.
I might have something for you.
What's happening? Is the lair collapsing? And I demand a clear answer.
As you wish. Harker got tired of the underground hunt for the lair. He has built a colossal drilling machine. The animated extraction rig will tear apart the whole district above us until it breaks through your ceiling. Are you satisfied?
Did you hear that, Van Helsing? I told you that Harker was building a doomsday device.
Calm down, Katerina. It's a drilling machine, not a doomsday device. How many soldiers should I bring along?
Colossal was not an exaggeration, Van Helsing. You could bombard this gargantuan platform for days, and it would still be operational. Not that you could get through the defenses. It is protected by magic, science, and a whole army.
This is why I don't like you. When you give us advice, it only makes everything even more complicated.
You are too judgmental. There is an easy way, though. Harker has a floating platform in the ink. This is where they deploy the rift shells aimed at you. If you can take that platform, you could drop down straight on top of the machine.
And then what? We turned it off with a monkey wrench?
Your scientists have the blueprints. While you clear out the floating platform, they could surely find a weak spot of the machine. Don't forget, Lady Katerina, everyone and everything has a weak spot.
They're just squirrels.
Yes, but this is Borgovia. They could summon a giant dire. You know, squirrels can be frightening, especially when you meet a whole army of them.
signing off.
My, who said that it was not a doomsday device? Just a drilling machine?
I was wrong. Does it mean that Harker considers me a real hunter now?
Our scientists have found the weak spot. If the central core overheats, the whole system will
Harker
blow
must have
up.
forced all these sensible modifications on the scientists.
They must have hinted me. That's all I get. The friendly, predictable mad scientist attitude.
The core is protected by a force field. You can disable it by pulling 3 emergency levers, but it will be temporary.
Impressive, Van Helsing. It's been a while since I met someone who was capable of such destruction.
You're not talking about my father, are you?
We don't have time for this. This rig will fall apart any minute. The arcane defenses are gone, so I can open you a gate.
Wait, I want to take a look around.
You are wasting our time.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Let's go. You look lost, Captain.
Yes, sir. Isn't it strange that the lair seems bigger on the inside?
Darkness will rise.
Resistance!
not enough space.
Down with science!
Time to teach him a lesson.
Astonishing, Hunter. Your victory was a stunning blow to Harker's forces. But this war won't be over until we've dealt with the General himself.
I agree. But how can we get near him? We won't catch him on the battlefield, and the army headquarters is heavily guarded.
The destruction of his giant machine must have rattled him. According to one of our spies, he is planning to visit his remaining troops in person. They are in the Merchant District.
I'll go after Harker then. I'm sure he has an emergency plan.
Why can't you just enjoy victory for once? I think that this war will be over soon.
Harker is desperately trying to find the entrance to the lair. His troops are now moving through the underground factories built by the Magati. We should send them packing as soon as possible.
One day Harker will run out of soldiers. Until then, I stop them over and over again. enough mana. Don't have enough mana.
Glorious bloodbath!
Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
You are victorious. Get him, my minion. Get ready to Spill some blood! Victorious! Let's do this! You are victorious! Get him, my minion! Victory! Victory! Get ready to fight! You are victorious! Let the battle begin! You are victorious! Get ready to fight! Nice work! Spill some blood! Nice Let's do this.
I'm waiting for your orders, sir. We are ready.
This reminds me of my army days.
I simply love the big city. Come closer, handsome.
Electricity is the way of the future, you know.
My backpack is full.
This reminds me of my army days. I might have something for you. This reminds me of my army days. I might have something for you.